Joseph Parker is a son of Samoa, loved by young and old alike. He's boxing future, and tonight he's putting his home on World Boxing's mat. Live from Samoa, Sifa presents the Burger King Rumble in Paradise, and welcome and talofa from the Faleata Sports Complex in hills of Apia in Western Samoa. Tonight you are going to see a lineup of the next generation of Samoan boxers, and of course Joseph Parker in his attempt to go 18-0 in his professional career. That beautiful young lady is Miss Samoa sitting ringside. Stephen McIver, Monty Beetham, pretty excited about being here tonight to bring you another enormous fight card from TKO events. And I got to say, Monty, welcome home, buddy.
Oh, look, it's good to be back, Stephen. I obviously got blood and bloodlines here, but I had my first pro fight here at Faleata Stadium many years ago. But to my dad from southpaw, that's his village in Savai, he was here, and to many other great boxers of Samoan descent. Thank you for laying the way for everyone else.
Now, you got butterflies?
Oh, it feels good. Almost as the same it did that night when I debuted.
I bet you can remember walking in here, can't you?
A lot's changed since then, but you know, I was draped in the Samoan flag. It's a beautiful place, a great country, and to represent them on the sporting stage, and boxing and also rugby league was a great time.
Yeah, boxing is almost a national sport here, and Joseph Parker is certainly trying to turn it into a national sport. All the way coming into the stadium tonight, people everywhere waving flags, and just a genuine love for Joseph Parker. Well, they'll love him tonight if he goes 18-0. Let's have a look at the fight card that you're in for tonight. Joseph Parker, can he go 18-0 against his first southpaw opponent? That will be the question. So I suppose I have to ask you, Monty, to beat a southpaw, what does he have to show us?
Oh, look, it's something that he hasn't had. Apparently early on in his amateur days, he had a bit of trouble, but it's all about the lead hand, which negate each other. So it's getting the front foot, the lead foot on the outside of your opponent, walking away or moving to your left, going away from that left hand, and for Joseph, it's about bringing him onto their right hand. So it's going to be interesting to watch, because southpaws at the best of times are very awkward to fight against.
Yes, well, Joseph has said he's had problems with the southpaw, but I think the one thing that Jason Bergman will find out very quickly, despite he knows that the liver punch is coming, is the speed of Joseph Parker's hands.
Look, the speed of his hands, but also playing in front of his electric crowd, his home nation that love him completely. I mean, he's going to feel that running through his veins tonight.
I wonder, though, therein lies a small danger for him, whether he loses focus somewhat in an early round. And many people are saying this may go 1, maybe 2, maybe 3, but if he's not focused, it might go longer.
I've been keeping an eye on Joseph down in Aggie Graves at Sheraton. I can tell you he's very focused all day long. He's been outstanding.
All right, guys, first of all, shorts are good here, shorts are good here. Guys, protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my instructions, obey my instructions. When I call break, both fighters stop throwing punches, step away from each other before you start the fight again. Shake gloves, back in your corner, out of the
Back to the unified rules of boxing, 10-point must-scoring system, no standing 8 count. There's no 3 knockdown rule. Fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. Only the referee can stop the fight. In a case of an accidental foul, we'll go to the scorecards after the 4th round is complete. This is for the WBO, Oceania, and the Pan-African Heavyweight Championships. Joseph holds 7 belts, but those are the 2 that are up for grabs tonight. He also holds the George Calvert New Zealand Heavyweight Championship belt of New Zealand. So here we go, round number 1. Joseph Parker decked out in the black trunks with the white trim. That's Jason Bergman from the United States here in Samoa, the southpaw.
Bergman, he is moving to his left straight away. He started off moving very wide to his left. Obviously trying to avoid the lead hand of Joseph. I think he's trying to draw him in, make Joseph impatient, draw him onto a straight left or the overhand left, or make Joseph overthrow his right hand and come back with the counter. Sort of counterintuitive for a lot of southpaws, but it's a shot that's there.
Joe just taking his time here, feeling him out, then he steps it up. Remember, Joe Parker probably, I'm not going to say probably, he definitely has the fastest hands in the heavyweight division of anybody in the top 10. He's got the fastest hands. And I'm talking about fighters that I've called fights. I'm talking about guys like Ali, and oh, he gets cut by a left hand by Bergman, and he felt that. Joseph dropped his right hand. Joseph also caught him by a left hand. And but Bergman has come to fight.
That was what we were talking about. He missed with the right hand. Bergman was waiting on it and sat on his left hand. And that is the problem with the southpaw. Particularly if they're expecting Bergman to go the other way. That he's giving up the outside position but looking to draw him into his left hand. And that is Bergman's power shot. Joseph, again, he's got to deal with the pressure too of having to perform in front of his home crowd.
Yes,
Just needs to relax a little. take his time, get that lead hand working, track his man down.
That's right, Mike. And of course, it's very important to him that he performs well here. But Bergman hasn't come here to roll over. This guy, you must understand that if he could upset Joseph Parker here in Samoa, I mean, he picks up everything that Joe has. Oh, big left hand lands by Joe that time at Bergman's attention. He says no. Joseph moves inside but doesn't land the right hand that he was ticketing for. But Joseph, he's going to do the same thing. He's going to slip off that right shoulder of Jason Bergman and throw the right hand down the middle. The way you beat a southpaw is with that right hand down the middle. And consequently, Joseph is going to be very concerned with the uppercuts of Bergman as well as his straight left hand down the middle. Joe nails him. The combination of shots. Bergman says, no, they're too wide. You're not hurting me. Joseph Bergman, I would kind of just fight. You don't have to give instructions to a guy that can bang like Parker. Parker caught him on the shoulder. Bergman keeps trying to take the confidence away from Joe with 30 seconds to go in round number 1.
Parker just needs to relax. He's just very tense in there. A lot of pressure on him. That was better with the right hand to the body. Just needs to be very aware. Keep his own right hand up when he throws it. He knows Bergman is going to come back with the straight left.
And after that, all of a sudden, Mike, as you said that, Joseph all of a sudden looks more relaxed to me. Just after you said that he needs to relax a little bit more. And he goes in hard shots. There's the hand speed. And the bell ends round number 1.
Bergman has not come to lie down. He's landed more leather on Joseph Parker than probably in his last 3 fights, with about 3 connecting straight lefts. Let's have a listen to Kevin Barry in the corner.
Right there. Don't reach for him. If you have to reach, you don't throw it. Right? Don't worry about the bullshit he's doing. Just stick to what you're doing. I don't want to see you holding that hand out there too long, though. Keep working the double. When you're serving the double, when you throw the double, just close them right down. Step in and change the level when you go to the body with that right hand. Okay? Right hand, left hook. That's what we're trying to do.
Here it was. He threw the right hand. He reached and missed. Bang, the left hand from Bergman. Good set of whiskers, to be fair, shown by Joseph Parker, because he ate that right on the chin, and Bergman can punch.
Well, you know, the thing that I'm seeing here is that Joseph was able to gobble that up, and that's a question we always had. Sooner or later, when you're heavyweight, you're going to get hit. Joseph got clipped pretty good that time. Here we go to round number 2. I gave the first round to Joseph Parker 10-9.
And these are the vagaries of the southpaw. Good work from Kevin Barry in the corner, just telling Joseph not to reach with the right hand, double up on the jab, and changing levels, referring to going down to the body.
That's what he wants him to do. So the double jab from Joseph, and again, lightning fast jab. You won't see anything faster.
A lot of faking going on there.
I mean, when I go back, way back, people may not know these guys, but I mean, Floyd Patterson didn't have anything faster hands than this guy has. There's Joseph coming in. Now he hit him a couple of times hard. Bergman keeps shaking his head no, which is usually an indication that, well, you got me. You notice those hands that come back up. There's Joe looking to land a big shot. Bergman misses with his telegraph big left.
He was more patient there, Joseph Parker. He just pulled out a throw in the right hand, showing he can listen to his corner. And we know that Bergman is looking for that shot.
And that's an important thing, too, Mike, that you point out. Number 1, the relaxation. Number 2, that he listens to the corner. Here he goes. He threw the right hand in. He dropped his left hand. Bergman was watching down at that and wanted to throw something, but Joseph's so quick. Joseph's quick on his feet as well. Doubles with the jab, trying to line him up for the right hand shot. He feints.
Just got to be cautious of following Bergman now. Walk him around, and Bergman's coming back the other way. This is where Parker wants to cut him off with his long left hook. Just left that hand out a little bit too long there, as Kevin Barry warned him about, which enabled Bergman, who being a southpaw, is used to parrying the lead hand.
Remember that fighting a southpaw and a tough southpaw like this kid, very important for the strategy of Joseph Parker's camp, in that we now have Charles Martin, who won the big shot IBF championship last week. Joe drops him with a right hand. That's the first time he's been down. He set it up with 3 left hands, and then the right hand drops Jason Bergman for the first time in the second round. He's able to get up at 8. The Rebel John Conway says, "You all right?" And now Joe is filled with confidence since 44 seconds ago in round 2.
Well, he's asked the question of Bergman's chin. It's failed. And it's actually the left hook after the right uppercut that dropped him. It's a weapon that Kevin Barry had talked about.
Is Joe looking to drop that big right hand again. He's patient with it, though. Bergman tries to get back up on his toes. Joseph moves in. Watch the left hand, and then that's it. Left hand again. Throws the right hand hard, but that got the gloves. Bergman a little shell-shocked right now, although he comes forward with his own left hand. Joe almost caught him with an uppercut, not quite. Closing seconds now. This is the second round.
You should just drop that right hand down to the body now. Bergman's hands are very high.
Yeah, he did just what you said, Mike, at exactly the right time. And the bell ends round number 2. That's a 10-8 round with a knockdown. So 20-17 after 2. Joseph turned it up a notch in round number 2. Let's see what he does here in 3. Remember, folks, it's extremely humid here. Very tough on these fighters.
Barry putting a bit of mustard into his boy now. There's the uppercut, and it was a left hook after this. And there, beautiful left hook. It's a punch that Parker has been working on. And Kevin Barry said he throws it well, and that's the first time he's been able to land it. He actually squeezed it in between the gloves. Put the pressure on, but Bergman, he's been in camp with Deontay Wilder, so he knows how to survive.
Yes, he does. Remember another thing about Parker that they don't talk about? His punches are very, very accurate for a heavyweight. I mean, Mike Engolf said he got it between the gloves that time. That's really accuracy under fire. Here we go to round 3. The Colonel Bob Sheridan here with Mike Engolf. Our principal's in there. Joseph Parker, highly regarded prospect in the heavyweight division, undefeated.
Notice Bergman's starting to move to his right a little bit more, and that's looking to set up that right hand left straight of his own. Then nice body shot there, and that's stopping Bergman from moving around. Now he's pinned on the ropes.
Yeah, Joe has hit him with a couple of very hard left hooks. The right hand, but that caught him on the gloves. Crowd loved it because it looked better than it was, but he clipped him really hard. That glove of Bergman came back. There's a straight right hand by Joseph. Now Bergman has to hang on.
Liver shot that hurt him. He didn't like it, and that's why he came in to grab like that.
Bergman might be cut high on the right cheek. I can't really tell, but I think I see some blood coming down from that right cheek. Bergman trying to battle back like the warrior that he is.
Just like Steve Parker, just drop his head a little bit more. His chin, he's a little bit upright. Still learning.
Hard body shot downstairs. No cut by the right eye. It's just puffed up and red. The straight right hand catches him. Bergman backs off.
Parker just needs to double up on that left hook now when he gets him going in the direction he wants. Now Bergman has stopped moving to his left, which means Parker's cutting him down.
Yeah, he really loaded up that right hand. You could see him almost wind up to throw that last right hand. And Bergman has now got the idea, boy, I am in with a heavyweight that can hit. And Joe is one of the heavier hitters in the top 10 in the heavyweight division. And the world will begin to realize that very shortly. Hard body shot.
This is the process of breaking him down, listening to his corner, recovering from a solid first round, or a rough first round, and really now breaking down Bergman, who is showing he's plenty game.
When Joe hits a guy with his left hand, and then he catches him with that right hand when they're bent over. He did that a couple of fights ago when he knocked one of the guys out. I think it was Cali Meehan that he did that to. He caught Cali with the left hand, and then he bent over and then nailed him coming in with the right hand.
Bergman needs to start throwing a little bit himself at this point, otherwise it becomes target practice for Parker. But he's felt the power, he's become gun shy.
Just a little bit. Joseph clipped the chin, and that hurt him a little bit because you can see a little bit loose knee is Jason Bergman.
He's doing the boogie-woogie right now. I'd say there's a right uppercut coming.
Only 13 seconds to go in this third round, but Joe is slowly breaking him down through 3. Remember, Bergman has never been beyond 6, and I doubt if he's had this kind of humidity to go through. Straight right hand, right at the bell, just before the bell. Joseph whacked him with a right hand.
I've got to to say, I'd just about score that a 10-8 round. It was pretty dominant. Judges probably won't, but Bergman threw almost nothing in return and took several shots and was rocked on at least 2 occasions.
Well, Mike, you make a good point, and I would score it a 10-8 round, but I know the judges won't, and I don't want to give the fans an idea that it's any different. Let's listen.
Keep moving. Put some on his head. You understand? Look at me. Everything I told you is happening. Keep moving. He misses with the right hand. You got to have your feet set. Put your head up. Look at me. Okay? Snap the damn two. Don't let you stumble and run. Dance around. All right? He's missing with the right hand. Come back with the two. Keep moving. Push him a little bit.
That's
now.
Jack Conway, who handles Bergman. He knows how to juice up his fighter.
Doing a good job getting into the head, and that is the game plan. Make him miss the right hand, come back with the left hand straight. It's been the game plan since round 1, but Bergman, he felt the power, and he's been really gun-shy since then. A lot of that's to do with the speed of Parker and his execution.
This is round number 4. It's scheduled for the championship distance of 12 rounds. Nobody expects it to go much beyond another round or 2, but we'll see. Joseph is slowly breaking him down.
He's starting to draw attention with that glove. Bergman, though, parrying.
When Joe decides to sit down and throw his punches, he'll throw 4 or 5 really, really hard punches. If he lands 1 or 2, he's going to drop Bergman. Bergman was down in the second round.
And you watch the position of Joseph Parker.
Oh, he nails him with a big right hand, and Bergman has to hang on.
His feet were on the inside, and that's why he got caught by that counter left. And you watch him now. There he gets his foot on the outside. That's a liver shot there. That's a legitimate 8 count, I think.
No, he's not going to count that. But his legs are getting weak. And that's the key here. We're in round number 4. Parker is smelling the finishing shot. Straight right hand. Bounces the head back, and Bergman has to hang on. He thought it was the head of Joe Parker. No, that's the left hand jab with a lot of power and speed behind it. Feints down, blasts him to the body. Joe stands straight up, trying to get in for a shot. Nails him with the right hand, and Bergman now making it a sloppy fight. He's in survival mode already, and we're only in the 4th round.
And that was good work by Parker. He missed with 2 shots and then chopped down around the back, around the floating ribs and the kidney area.
Joe sitting down on the punches, bangs that big body again of Jason Bergman. Bergman has to hang on the inside. The rebel John Conway, the ref lets him go as long as the hands are free. Joe cracks him with the right hand, the uppercut, the body shot, the right hand again. He's going back at his heels. He says, come on, but Bergman's hurt. Hit him again with the right hand. Another solid right hand. Bergman slides over to the left. His legs are weak right now. He gets cracked with a body shot downstairs. Joe trying to measure him up here. There's a long time to go in this round for the type of punishment that Bergman's taken. The chance go up for Joseph Parker.
Bergman is there for the uppercut as he falls forward. If Parker can set it up. He's just trying to sucker him and throw that left hand of his again. That's why he's giving him the left hand down.
Joe hits him with another solid left hand. Now see if he can land anything with a right uppercut. Under 30 seconds to go in round number 4. Bergman nailed with the right hand again, and he's feeling these punches now. Joe really sits down on his shots. Bergman hasn't felt anything like this in a while. Not even against Moralimov when he lost the fight did he feel this kind of power. Oh, big right hand again. Solid body shot. There's only a few seconds left in the round.
Parker's body work has been impressive. You got to say, Jason Bergman, whilst he's certainly not winning the fight, he's giving him the rounds he needed.
Yeah, this is good stuff, and a great selection by Kevin Barry to take a southpaw, and especially consider that Charles Martin is the IBF heavyweight champ now, and he is a southpaw. Wow. That was a great round for Joseph Parker.
For the most part, he's been reduced to heavy bag work. He throws the odd shot back in anger. Very game. But Parker is taking his options. He's being patient, as he needs to be. Not overcommitting, just picking his shots.
You've got to pick your shots that are clean. Don't get in so close, all right? Stay on the outside.
Colonel Kevin Barry just talking about exactly that, picking his shots, not cramping himself when he's throwing the punches.
Kevin Barry great in the corner in that he takes his time and explains just one or two things that he wants his fighter to do. And therefore, the fighter is able to actually absorb it when he's fatigued. We go to round 5. Remember, Bergman's only been as far as 6 in his entire career. And with this kind of humidity, this is more than 6 for him right to here.
That was a nice option by Parker there. He drew the lead hand and then came over the top with a hooking jab. Bergman now starting to reach. When Bergman is offensive, he's not used to being the attacker.
Yeah, Bergman's, even his jab, his right hand is very sloppy right now. Left hand he's not able to get off. But his right hook, and it is for southpaw a right hook, as opposed to a left hook for a orthodox fighter like Joe.
He's trying to draw him on again. That's why he's moving to his left, but he's caught in the corner. And there's that slippery canvas once again.
And that's what I'm worried about with Joe, that he doesn't get injured in this fight. Big right hand lands. Bergman's ready to go. If he can get some space, he gets down to the knee.
Is he taking that as a knee?
No, he just went down.
It's got to be touch and go when he does something like that.
Well, he's saying that Joe pushed him down. Joe hit him with the right hand again. He's backed up. There's a lot of time now for Joe to work on him in this round. And Bergman's really sloppy. He's loose in the knees. He's heavy in the heels. He's throwing very wide shots. Joe is still totally under control and clearly the more fresh of the two fighters. He bangs the body. He's back upstairs. I'd be surprised if Bergman could get out of this round. These are hard shots by Joe Parker right now.
Rebel Conroy has to be looking closely now. There's nothing coming back.
Bergman's as tough as nails as they are. He's from the coal mining area of Pittsburgh in the United States, in the state of Pennsylvania. And as tough as they are there, it's the kid from South Auckland, New Zealand, who is really racking up the points here into the 5th round. Joseph Parker up on the toes, moving into position now.
He's looking again, Bergman looking to throw that Hail Mary left hand of his.
Joseph not rushing. He knows what he can do. Catching a little breather right here now. Stays away from anything that Bergman's trying to do to him. Joe sizing him up right now as he moves in and backs Bergman off to the corner. Wants to set him up. There's the big shot. That one caught a bit of the ear and then sailed up over the head.
Just caught Bergman running away there, so he didn't get the full power of the shot. Parker just wants to get that left foot on the outside again, rather than get his foot on the inside. And you watch the angle there. Good camera work there.
There he is with the hard shots again. And the right hand as Bergman bounces back. I should say Steve. Oh, Joe loaded up that right hand. Went sailing up over the ear of Bergman. Uppercuts on the inside. Now Bergman has to hang on.
Joseph Parker just needs to take a step back. Time his shots. Be a bit more patient, not to cramp them. Another dominant round for Parker.
5 are in the books. It's all Joseph Parker. And this is exactly the work that he needed at this stage of his career. Perfect.
Now this is heading into some serious territory now. He hasn't been this far, other than the last time he went this distance was the 10 rounds with Sherman the Tank Williams very early in his career. He's now in a different environment, the heat of Samoa.
You okay? Listen to me.
Now Bergman, what you've got to be careful with the underdog is letting him get any confidence. And Parker also needs to be cautious about not just punching himself out, not making a mistake. Remember, these are heavyweights, and a punch can change it at a moment's notice.
I'm looking into the corner now as you're describing this. I'm seeing Bergman almost panting like a dog, his chest heaving up and down. Now this is going as far as he's ever been in his career as we move to the 6th. That's Sala. And of course Dempsey right next to her on the other side. That wasn't Dempsey in the picture there. And this is round number 6. Joe Parker in the black and blue trunks. But it's Bergman who's black and blue in the face.
Pot shotting with that jab again. Bergman drifting to his left. Parker not following, though, in the same way. He's saving that right hand. And you could see he threw the right hand, but Parker was out of range, and he was able to counter.
Yeah, Bergman's legs aren't there now. He's very heavy in the thighs now, loose in the legs, heavy in the heels. Joseph, when he gets him into the corner, that's usually when he turns it up just a little bit. Looked at Kevin Barry to try and get the instructions as to what he wants him to do. Right now, it's instinct for Joseph. What he wants him to do now is about time to try to knock this guy out. I give a lot of credit to Bergman in that he's been able to hang in here against this guy, especially the amount of times he's been hit hard and in this tremendous humidity.
Looks like a sparring session now with Bergman. He is in survival mode, moving, cramping him. He's going to have to get a point taken off at some point here by
That's weak in the
John
legs
Conway.
again. He's not being pushed down, he just gets weak. And his way of avoiding Joseph from mauling him is to grab and go down to his knees.
I'd like to see Joe Parker actually just put his hand, his right hand over the top of Bergman's head when he does that and rip one into the liver.
You asked for it, and he didn't miss it by much. You asked for the liver shot, and he got him a little bit high in the ribs to catch the liver, but it was very close to it. He catches him on the liver. Bergman's not getting up. As he's exhausted right now, I can tell you. Where Bergman comes from, there's 40 inches of snow due tonight. And here it's, you know, like 100 degrees Fahrenheit and about 98% humidity.
This is round 6. Very few people predicted this to go even past the first round. Bergman putting on a good show, or a tough show.
Yeah, it's a tough show, but this is exactly the kind of work that Joseph needs to get against a southpaw and test himself against a southpaw. Very tough kid is Bergman. And again, his losses came early. Oh, hard body shot with the uppercut, then the right hand. That body shot had to hurt Bergman. Bergman's got the hands back up. Joe cracks him with the right hand.
You see the natural instinct, though, of the southpaw to slip the straight right. Another ripping body shot from Parker.
Joseph really sitting down on punches right now. He loaded up that right hand. That's the second time he's done it tonight. Remember, he had Bergman down in the second round, and I was surprised that Bergman was able to pull himself together to get through the third, and here we are in the sixth, but he's taking some severe punishment to the body right now.
I wouldn't want to wake up with that midsection in the morning. It's not going to be fun.
And right at the bell, he catches him. I tell you, Bergman is some kind of tough guy. It's all Joseph Parker in terms of the boxing, but it's great experience. And Bergman now is going to the 7th round, someplace he's never been in his career, and certainly never in this kind of humidity.
Parker's still looking pretty relaxed in the corner. He's not breathing too hard.
I've got it scored 60-53, meaning a shutout for Joe Parker to the halfway of the schedule rounds.
I told him, put your hand out there, blind him, bring the 45 up, and you chip down, stay down low. Right in between his hands.
He's asking for the 45 hook.
That's the left hook is the 45. He wants to use the right hand, put it in his face so he doesn't see the punch coming.
All right, everybody watching on Sky, I'm sure, is on the edge of this seat. You're getting your money's worth tonight, my friends, on Sky Arena, that is.
I'd like to see Parker just turn over that jab off the second jab, just turn it over with a bit of a left hook.
Well, here we go. This is round number 7. Joe starts right away with the jabs. Cracked them pretty good with that half hook, half jab. And now time has been called up by the Rebel John Conway.
I think there's a bit of tape come loose. Also a little bit on Joseph Parker's glove. That's the humidity in the hair, in the air here in Samoa.
John stays right in there to make sure that Kevin doesn't do anything more than work on the gloves.
He's a very seasoned professional, John Conway.
Yeah, he's doing a great job in this fight. I was worried with the southpaw and the right-handed fighter, the heads coming together. Luckily, we haven't had that. Bergman was down in the second round. I thought he was severely exhausted in the 5th. Was that the round that you said it could be a 10-8 round? Was it the 5th or the 4th?
He got dominated in the 4th. He looked pretty worse for wear in the 5th as well. But we've talked a lot tonight about both the heat and also the canvas and what impact that has on power punches.
Only Bergman has slipped so far in this fight, and that was only one time. But we saw in that fight with Charles Martin last week that he actually won the fight because the guy slipped and hurt his knee. As the uppercut, and that's that
45-degree uppercut.
That's the 45-degree uppercut that Kevin's calling for. Bergman comes forward, and usually what he does is he grabs him, then he slides down his body when his legs get weak. And they got to be getting weak.
Smothering the punching power and the speed of Joseph Parker.
Give me gloves, give me gloves. No more holding your
At some point, he's going to have to take a point.
Yeah, he just told him if he does it again, he's going to have to take a point away. I mean, it's good technique for him to grab about 10 seconds and 12 seconds of free time, but he just can't keep doing that. And John told him that you can't do that. John Conway, the referee.
Bergman's, again, looking to set him up on that left hand.
Joseph very patient in this the 7th round, looking for the opportunity to unleash another one of those big hands that feints to the left, and then the right hand can come behind him if he gets him moving back to his left.
That was a nice left hook, little straight right down the middle. Left hook put the gloves up high.
And that time Bergman stays up instead of going down to his knee and trying to catch a bit of it. Now let's see what he does now.
Again, right there is where I'd like to see Parker with his right hand. It's free. Just go down and chop down to the spleen. Really whack it away.
And again, the spleen is underneath the heart, down in the kind of the left side of the belly of a guy.
He's in survival mode now. Good work from John Conway, getting in between these two big heavyweights.
Yeah, Bergman is about finished, but he's got 40 seconds to go in this round. Big uppercut, left hook. Joe's sitting down in the punches again, sizing him up with that straight left hand. Loads up the right hand, caught him on the ear that time. Bergman's hit, and this time he's down. That was a body shot that dropped him. It's up to 4 and 5. Can he get up? 6, 7, 8. He's able to get up. Is he tough or what?
No, he showed no sign of quit. His eyes were clear. He nodded his head straight away. Didn't look to his corner. He wants to survive. He's got a point to prove now. Long way to go.
And he's got by this round. Cracked again with the right hand and that left ear. Bell should be coming up, and there it is. Now that's another 10-8 round. Score now is academic.
Well, only Hail Mary, Mother of Grace, is going to save Jason Bergman now. And he's not throwing anything back at this point. And it's very much for him, I think, a matter of pride and surviving. But 5 rounds to go is a very long time.
That's the first time in his career that Bergman has gone as many as 7 rounds. And my friends, this is a brutal night. It's air conditioning, but it's only a little bit cool, but not for these fighters.
Even Joseph Parker's starting to slow down his rate, but good work. When he hasn't been able to find the head, he goes downstairs to the body, and it's that kind of tactic that he will need as he goes up through the divisions. And that was a liver shot, brutal, and it was an accumulation of punches there. Joseph Parker right downstairs to the liver. Finally, Bergman goes down to the body shot.
All right, here we go. This is round number 8. Jason Bergman has taken a lot of punishment in this fight. He was down in the 2nd round, down there in the 7th. Let's see if he can come out of the 8th round. Joe just waits and waits and waits, and then all of a sudden he'll assault and put a real assault on. Caught him with the left hook that time. That right hand has knocked people out when they bend over like that. It's a little bit different look for the southpaw. Joe's sitting down on these right hands. These are hard shots. Now he's trying to set him up for the uppercut on the inside. Bergman comes up. Joe blocks him with his right hand.
Bergman's looking for that sneaky kick. That body shot really hurt him.
As did that one. He's in trouble now. Big John watching, and he's down and takes the knee. That's an accumulation of punches. I don't think he's going to make it. Counts up to 5 and 6. He's not going to make it. It's 8, 9. He gives him every bit of the doubt. It's all over. It's all over. It's all over. Joseph Parker has stopped Jason Bergman in the 8th round to retain all his titles. Joseph Parker continues on his way up the heavyweight ranks. Great performance.
And that is how you chop down a tricky and difficult and determined southpaw. I have to say, Jason Bergman, he came off a tough camp with Deontay Wilder, and you could see that he was in shape. But sooner or later, the withering body attack from Joseph Parker, it just took too much of a toll. He was starting to get brutalized, head and body. A good call by John the Rebel Conway. And a brave performance by Bergman. And those are the rounds, Colonel, that he really did need.
With 1 minute and 2 seconds gone in round number 8, your winner by TKO, and still the Oceania and Pan-African heavyweight champion, Lupe Solier La'auli Faleata Joseph Parker!
Didn't look like he was out of breath.